What do everybody, it's your boy Milkman. Hope you guys are having a good one. If you guys appreciate these videos or enjoy these videos, let me know in the comments. Drop a like, subscribe, all that stuff. It always helps me out. If you guys haven't already, you can go follow me on Twitch. It always helps me a lot there, as well as that's what I mainly do. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. Hopefully you guys have a good one. Don't forget to sub, everything like that. Hope this strikes you as important or helps you out in any way. If it does, let me know. Let me know what you guys want on the other side of it. Do you guys want different videos? If you guys want different topics and stuff like that, let me know as well. I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good one. Spread love, spread the joy, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. It's your boy Milkman. It's good to see you guys again. Thank you for coming back. As always, is what we're kind of about on this channel. I'm gonna try and make these motivational videos a little bit shorter because it's kind of annoying to listen to someone talk for so long, at least right now. Maybe if we get a little bit bigger, I can do longer videos, but besides the point, it's good to see you guys. Hopefully you guys are having a good one. Today we're kind of just talking about the idea of continuing to push forward in life even when it's kind of boring or you're just doing the same stuff over and over. Something that I have kind of begun to understand as I've just like gotten older and kind of just started like working and being in school is a lot of life is kind of routine, and understanding that there's a lot that is kind of the same in our days, whether it's the time we get off from work, the time we go into work and stuff like that. It's just something that you kind of have to understand is part of life. It's not something that is avoidable really, unless you live a life of different circumstances every day when it comes to work, traveling, anything like that. If you have a job that obviously you travel a lot for, you're gonna have a pretty different day every day. If you have a job that's, you know, a 9 to 5 that's pretty basic, you're gonna be kind of doing the same thing from 9 to 5 every day. Obviously you'll have different interactions throughout the day, but grand scheme, the larger portions of the day are going to be pretty set in stone in what you do, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't want people to think that that is a bad thing. If that's what you do and you like it, like, that's great. If that's what you do and you don't like it though, obviously something needs to change, and taking that step forward on your own is kind of a big part of that. A lot of people kind of seem to get stuck in this lifestyle of, oh well, it's 9 to 5, so it's like it's safe and like it's good because you're making enough money to be able to pay for your rent for your house or pay off a payment or whatever it is, pay off your car payment. But grand scheme, if it's not what you want, there's plenty of other things to do and other ways to, you know, earn that money or just attempt to do something different with life, whether it's dangerous or not. I think that a lot of people fall into this idea that kind of have to be one way, just because society tells us we have to. I think a lot of people also think that you can just kind of get by doing the most minimal stuff. There's a lot of TikToks. I say a lot. It's only one TikTok I saw that was who wants to just live their life and make the most money doing the least work possible. And it was like all these people in the comments were like, oh yeah, that sounds great. That sounds great. And I was like, that's literally like not how it works though. It's very difficult to find jobs that are very little work and a lot of pay. And it's hard to do those without having like some experience or some understanding. Obviously they're out there and like you can find them. Maybe if you guys find those, sick, bro, like that'd be great. I also want you guys to just live healthy lives, be happy, everything like that. But grand scheme, there's a lot of stuff that just like you're gonna have to work pretty hard for. It's gonna be difficult to find jobs that are easy for you to do and kind of pay you a large sum. Maybe you're really good at something though and it's not too terribly difficult to you. I mean, that's kind of what the hope is that you find something you're really good at and it's easily comes to you, or you just really enjoy doing it and you earn a lot of money doing that. I mean, that's the best case scenario. But grand scheme, we do end up being, especially towards the beginning of our lives and careers, we're pretty young and trying to, you know, gain experience in order to get those higher paying jobs and trying to get those bigger things, whether you go to school like college or not. Either way, if you're doing a trade as soon as you're out of high school, you really don't start making money for quite a while when it comes to making like really good money when it comes to different trades. If you're a blacksmith or I guess not really blacksmith, but like a welder or something, you don't make money, like a ton of money off like as soon as you're an apprentice. Like you're an apprentice and go to school for a long time as well if you're trying to be a welder. I only know that because my old roommate was a welder and stuff like that too, and he made pretty good money, but it was also, you know, he was in trade school all the time, going to school while also working. Whereas if you do the college route, like you're socializing and meeting people and doing that kind of side of it, as well as learning and hopefully gaining that education that you wanted the whole time. So kind of understanding that like just like being boring is going to be across all facets of that. You're going to be in school having fun and stuff, but there's going to be days where you're just going to school for weeks on end. There's going to be days where you're working if you just go do trades, and you're just going to be, you know, going to class and working on your welding skills for days on end too. So understanding that like something being boring, whether it's even if it's work or it's relationships. I think a lot of people think that relationships are like super entertaining all the time, no matter what. But there's definitely plenty of times that, you know, you hang out with a partner and it's not necessarily boring, but you're not like doing anything super energetic or fun or like crazy. You're just kind of chilling with each other, and being able to understand that that's a good thing, and that you can push forward through that and understand that that's not bad, and it's actually really good if you can just sit in a room and not talk, or just chill and hang out and do whatever, is a good thing too. I don't want you guys to think that, you know, boring is bad. If you think boring is bad in whatever you're doing, then that's what's more important. If you think it's boring to work your 9 to 5 and you don't like working your 9 to 5, if you think it's boring to be doing streaming, if you do streaming and you're like, yeah, this is not what I want to do, I think it's boring, it's annoying to me to keep having to stream and stuff, then stop doing it. Even if you think it's like really productive or helpful or really good at earning money, if you don't like doing it, then you should not really be doing it for an extended amount of time. I was a line cook for 9 months or whatever, 6 months or whatever, and I kind of just got done with it, and I was like, yeah, I don't really want to do it anymore. It's a line cook job. I know my buddies miss me, and I know my coworkers really liked me as a coworker, but at the end of the day, I didn't like the job, and it wasn't something I wanted to do. I wanted to focus on school so I can finish school up, and that's just kind of what I decided to do. Maybe you regret it later in life and stuff, but you would never understand the other side of it if you don't, you know, take control of your own life. I don't think that if you're bored, you have to just stay tranquil, though. If you're bored and, you know, annoyed with whatever, I think you have to make a concerted effort to do more. If you're working a 9 to 5 or you're doing whatever and you're bored and you don't put a lot of effort in, you really aren't going to move. You're going to be staying in that spot for an extended amount of time until that company probably fires you or whatever, you retire, whatever it is. You have to make a concerted effort to, you know, change your own life. You have to make a concerted effort to make it something important to you and make the time you spend in a day important. There's a lot of, you know, kind of free time we have. If you work a 9 to 5, you got from 5 to 9 probably. You could go to sleep at 9:30. You get 6 hours of sleep. That's what? 9 plus 6. 15. Jesus Christ, that took me way too long. You know, you wake up at 3 or 4. You can get 7 hours of sleep probably. Wake up at 5. You know, you get ready at 5. You make some breakfast and you go back to your job at 9. But at 5 to 9, you could spend doing something else. You could spend that 5 to 9 doing a side hustle that you do for 5 years, and it turns into something more. And, you know, you turn that into a full-time thing. Or you could just leave your 9 to 5 if you don't like your 9 to 5. Like, if you really don't like your 9 to 5 like that, you can just leave your 9 to 5 and go work a 9 to 5 somewhere else. A lot of people my age, I think, get stuck in this idea that you kind of like 9 to 5s are appealing because it's, you know, safe. Like, it's not hard. If you get a degree in something and you're an accountant, it's really not difficult. You can learn stuff very quickly, and getting experience early on at a 9 to 5 is really good too. You know, waking up early and getting to that 9, and then, you know, having the set day and having set stuff up for the day is good. But obviously, to a lot of people, that's not entertaining. But obviously, to a ton of people, it really isn't. It is super like fulfilling, and it's really good for them. Obviously, I mean, there's so many people who work a 9 to 5 right now, and there's plenty of people who work even more than that and still find time to, you know, be happy with the day. So understanding that, like, being bored in a short amount of time isn't a terrible thing, but understanding that if that's what you want, then it's good. Whether and you might not think it's boring. If you think you live a boring life, but you enjoy the boring life, then it really doesn't matter what other people think. I also want you guys to, I think, say that in all my videos, but you should not really care what other people say, like, whatsoever, unless it's like constructive criticism, or like, obviously, like, if you're being an a-hole and someone tells you, like, hey, you're being an a-hole, like, paying attention to that kind of stuff, or, you know, people telling you, I don't know, like, hey, I don't know, if you live with someone, they're like, hey, can you, like, you're kind of dirty, can you just, like, clean the dishes more? Like, that stuff's kind of simple. But, like, if anyone's kind of crapping on your side hustle or crapping on, like, whatever dream you have, obviously, I have always said that you guys just need to kind of block out the noise as much as you can. Every person who's ever been successful will tell you that that is what you should do. More or less just because I don't think people understand, like, the full capabilities of their body. You can, like, honestly, we can do a lot, whether it's working out, mentally, whatever it is. You guys can do, like, a ridiculous amount with your body. I know for me, it's a little bit easier to, like, cut weight and stuff because I'm just, like, I have a high metabolism and stuff. But I went from being, like, pretty unathletic in my second year of college during COVID to, I mean, I ran 16 miles in a day, like 3 weeks into running. Like, I was just, like, randomly decided I was going to run 16 miles or whatever it was. I think I ran 7.5 one way and then 7.5 back, so that's 15 miles one way. or just like ran 15 miles, but like a month and a half into running, and I mean, like I was effed up. My feet were hurt. I couldn't walk for like 2 days. I was like stuck in my bed in classes and stuff during COVID. It was terrible. I would not recommend doing that at all. But I would have told you right before I did that, I did not think I could do it. But I just kind of kept like, you know, choosing something further in front of me and like going after that little spot, understanding that at some point I was going to be done, but didn't know when that was. And when I got to 7.5 miles the first time, like going one way away from my place, it was pretty crazy. I was like, damn, that's a long ways. I might need to get an Uber. And then I just kind of like started to jog back. And then every time I like kind of was done, I would just like choose a spot in front of me and just be like, I just got to get there. And then I'm like way closer. And it's kind of one of those things where I think as a mindset, it's good for you guys to understand that like you got to chunk out your goals in a sense. I would love to just be like, oh yeah, we're going to make it to 1 million subs. I'm really excited for when that happens, but not having small wins set up before that can make it very daunting. I mean, I would love to beat 1 million subs. That'd be sick because I could, you know, pay for stuff because I can't really pay for stuff right now. Looking for a place for me in Brooklyn, it's incredibly difficult to find places that we can pay for. But besides the point, it would be great to have 1 million subs on YouTube, but not having those little, you know, those little accomplishments along the way that you guys are here for and you guys can, you know, stay around for and everything like that is always helpful, and it's always good to me to see you guys comment and like on videos and like say that something's insightful or anything like that. Whether it's Nicholas, the awesome guy who I see comment on my videos pretty often, or Marshall, or just anybody, honestly, any comments or any likes, it really don't matter to me. I just always enjoy them quite a bit. We haven't had any negative ones yet. I'm waiting, but you know, those always help me out, and they always, you know, push me to do a little bit more for you guys and make more videos for you guys. So I hope that, you know, these videos can kind of help you out in a sense. I hope that, you know, if you guys find these entertaining or find them insightful, that you guys leave something in the comments to have me talk on. If you guys have something specific, whether it's like mental health based, or like depression, anxiety, whatever it is, or you have, I don't know, something going on in your life that you want some more topics on. I know I've had a few people talk to me about girls and like relationships, so maybe we'll make a video on that soon here. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. It's your boy Milkman. Spread the love. Oh, don't forget to sub and everything like that. Share it if you guys have somebody who you think needs to hear something like this. I think that's about it. Spread the love, spread joy. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Always doing but I put you first. Yeah, I get the worst. Baby, we got so much tension, cause you don't pay attention. You say I'm always tripping, always got me in my feelings. Man, I'm confused, something ain't right with this view. Tell me what happened to you, thought it was cool. Showing a new side of you, can't lie, I don't really approve. You was my Valentine, now you out of line. Gave you 3 strikes, now you out of time. Know I hate fights, but the late nights make the good days feel like a surprise. What